Alright guys, so I started to do a group, and because I get often asked some questions about how to use the tools, etc., and some specific sort of strategy questions, and I thought it would be a good idea if we create a group like this one I've just created. You can see the little ask image, and I put it in here for questions and case studies. Now what we will be doing with this group is we will run some case studies, and I will get you guys to do exactly the steps I map out for you, because I'm not always getting time to do stuff, especially the SEO stuff. I usually get other people to do that for me these days, but I can lay out some strategies, for example, and a couple of you guys go out and run with it and come back with the results, and so that we can have real-time case studies happening with people who are willing to put the time in to make them happen. Okay, so I got a question here from Dan Smith. Now, originally, what Dan was asking was basically, you had mentioned before that we create a niche site or an authority site. So I told people before that using Traffic Scout Alpha, we can choose to do sort of micro niche sites, or we can build out authority sites. Okay, and Dan is asking, which would you choose to spend the bulk of your time? Okay, he's got a site about baby strollers, 8 years old, that he abandoned, but he's still got the domain name, apparently, looks like, and he would like to resurrect it as an authority site. Would this be advisable? And the third question, if so, I purchased the premium Done For You package, which is our WordPress setup package, and would like to use it for that site. What would you suggest as how to fill out the Done For You registration for keywords, etc.? Okay, right, now 3 different questions. First of all, niche site or authority site. Definitely go for authority site. It's super simple now to be able to do those combined posts with Traffic Scout Alpha, that we can do the list style posts at the same time we can have comparison tables in the same post as well, which makes it really quick and easy to do. So you're only limited by the amount of headlines that you can try and create, and I will show you a demonstration of that in just a second. Okay, let's see, number 2. It's the same question basically as number 1, which one to use, the niche or authority site. And number 3, about the keywords, etc. Right, now keywords, I've done a ton of videos on keywords. I understand, because it's a live course that we were doing with niche ripping, which comes with the Traffic Scout Alpha, that because of the live over the shoulder videos, they kind of put people off, because those kind of videos are never less than 15-20 minutes anyway. They cannot be, because you're doing things live. Even a 10-minute job becomes a 15-minute job when you're doing a video, unfortunately. But I can answer this in a very quick way right now. Now, I did mention before how to go and sort out your categories. So let me just show you that part first, Dan, and I'll go into Traffic Scout Alpha in just a second. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Key Search. Okay, and we're going to the research. And I better open AdWords Keywords tool here as well, so that we can have this open. Okay, key search, baby strollers. Okay, so we'll do the search. I'll keep it to United States because it's just easier to work with. Okay, AdWords Keywords tool. I need to sign in here. Would have been better. Alright, so you can see we've got 542 keywords back here. So what we want to do is just checkbox all, and we're going to export to TXT. Okay, and we're going to call this one baby stroller keywords, and I'll put in here key search. Click on download, open the file. From here we can just click on Control Alt, copy, then come over to the AdWords keywords tool. Now this is a new interface of AdWords, okay? If you don't know how to navigate around here, just click on these top three arrows here. You can see it says tools underneath that, and when you go in there, then you can access the keyword planner from here. Okay, so I'll just go into the keyword planner, and you can see they've even got a new favicon there. So we've got these three choices. We're going to click on this one here. We're going to add our keywords in here, but I do have some space at the top there, I remember, because I copied everything. So I'm just going to delete this, bring it up to the top, and I'm going to click on get search volume. And notice I took the second option there. There was three options, so take the middle option there, and you can see all these keywords start to come up. Okay, so we can see keywords like umbrella stroller, push chairs, Graco stroller, which is a brand, jogging stroller. You can get a whole bunch of ideas here, but if I click on the add group ideas, then we've got some better grouping happening directly from Google. Okay, so push chairs, double strollers, jogging strollers, etc, etc. Right now, so let's come into Traffic Scout Alpha, and Dan, this is what you need to do. Let's go for double strollers. Let's go for the top one. Okay, so we're going to click in here for double strollers, start searching, and you can see I've got it on top sellers right now, but I'll explain how we can expand on that in just a second. Okay, so I've got some results back here, and this is giving me the top selling double strollers in Amazon. Okay, so what I can do is I've got multiple options here. You can see the prices. The first thing I like to do is look at the prices. Okay, so we've got most of them under $200. Some of them are like $600, but most of them are under $200. So what can we do with that? Well, let's take a little sticky notes, and let's open this up here, and let's make this sticky at the top, and let's make it white so that we can read the thing, and let's make the font something easy to read as well. Just give me a second, I'll get something better here to work with. Okay, make that bigger. Right, now what can we do here? So we got baby strollers. What I can do is top 10 could do things like this: top 10 selling baby strollers or double baby strollers under 200. Okay, and then we can do top 5 baby strollers over let's say under 500. Okay. We could this is just give an example. I wouldn't actually use that one, the second one. I'm just trying to give you some examples. So we can do filtering by prices, yeah. We can also do filtering by ratings here. You can see a lot of these have got like 4 or 5 star ratings. We've got 20 products here. So if I wanted to go and sort by ratings, I just need to come in here, and I'm going to say remove if less than 4, and I can click OK, and that gets me down to 16 products. So what I can do is from that I can do like top 10 rated double baby strollers in 2017. Okay, and I can do top 10 top rated baby strollers under 200. We got so many different options and so many different things that we can do here. We got the top rated, we got the top sellers, plus when we go up here we've got the new releases. So I could do something like top newly released baby strollers. Okay, and so that's giving me you know, from one main search that I've done here, it's given me 4, probably 5 or 6 different options that I can do to create the content. Okay, all I need to do is checkbox the ones that I want, and when I've checkboxed the ones that I want, I'm going to click on send to. I'm going to choose WordPress poster for table and content, and we wait for that to load up, and then I'm going to take the image, I'm going to take the title, I'm going to take the list price, and I'm going to take the buy now, and I'm going to make The header black, because I like black color to fit in with the Amazon. I'm going to create the table. Okay, I've got the table. Make sure there's nothing in here that's not got an image, because sometimes that happens. Insert the table. I can move this one out of the way now. Okay, so the table's inserted. Okay, I'm going to click on this little arrow here. I'm going to resize the table images to 50%. It automatically chooses 50% anyway. You can see everything perfectly formatted. And I'll scroll down and we can see we've formatted this part as well. We've got headline, we've got the stroller picture down, we've got the content. The Amazon button is closer now. So all we have to do at this point, guys, this part here, you can do two things. You can either, three things, you can remove it and write something else, which is the best way to do it. Second way to do it is leave it as it is right now. When it's in WordPress, turn this part into quotation, okay? Or number three, we can click on the auto spin for just this part here, and I can click on auto spin and I can click on this selected text with preview. So if I click on that, give it a second, you can see I've got selected text and I've got the preview. I can randomize that, okay, until I've got something I'm happy with, and I can click on use that text, and so we have got that text in there. Now watch what's happened here. Something weird happened here with that bulleting. So it might be an idea before you start to do that, that maybe you sort of make a space in between. Okay, let's do another one. You can see here I'm going to make a space in between this time, and we can always bring it back later. So I'll just choose that part, click on auto spin, selected text with preview, and we can make that content unique. Now I would do this if you want to just, you know, get some content up quick and start to build out the site. And what you will find is that way it worked actually. What you will find is that you will start ranking for a whole bunch of keywords that you never thought about. Okay, if you're using something like SEMrush, which is preferable for this, and you can go and get SEMrush quite cheaply. You can access it if you know where to look for trials and stuff. You can put your website into SEMrush and you will start to see all these keywords that you didn't know you were ranking for. Okay, you've got some weird and wonderful things happen that you didn't know without having SEMrush to tell you. Ahrefs can tell you as well, but it only tells you the ones that you're in the top 50 for. So if you get something on page 6, page 7, page 8, it will tell you how many you're ranking for, but it will not tell you how many, what those keywords are. Okay. So SEMrush is best for this, and SEMrush is actually great for doing SEO audits, and it's also great for putting in your project, which is your website that you're working on, and it will give you a whole bunch of information. It will give you a whole bunch of suggestions. It's a fantastic tool, okay? And if you put your website in there as a project in SEMrush, you'll be surprised at all the things it's telling you that you can do to improve your rankings, okay? It's such a brilliant tool. Absolutely fantastic tool. So anyway, back to this, for Dan, what we can do is just go and post it as it is right now. If you want to spin it, do that. If you want to remove it, do that. If this description, I mean, okay, if you want to spin the description, remove the description, or keep it as is and turn it into a quotation when it's in WordPress, then you can do that. Okay, it's entirely up to you how you want to do that, and just get that content in there. Now, how long does it take to do that? Well, if I'm not talking and I'm not so any gaps in between doing my tasks in here, then literally it's going to take 10 seconds to choose which top 10 I want to use. Depends on how you want to do it, how you want to do your filtering, but all in all, you could do one of these every 2 minutes. I mean, literally. Okay, if you don't believe me, let's save and close this one and let's do it again. Okay, let's come to the Amazon tool. Okay, so this time let's go and do for price, and we will remove anything greater than $500. Okay, let's see what we're left with. We've got 16 products, now we've got 14. Okay, let's remove anything under over $200, and we got 9 products. Okay, so my post could be top 9 baby strollers under $200. Okay, my filtering tells me what my post is going to be about, basically, is what I'm saying. Okay, click on send to, poster, comparison table. I'm going to change my header to black to fit in with the Amazon theme. Create the table. And so let's just check that everyone has got an image. Click on that. Okay, come up. And I'm going to click on this little corner over here. And let me just come to the home button. I'm going to resize the images at 50%. Okay, I'm done. And then I'm going to put a gap in here. I'm going to highlight this. And we are going to go into auto spin, selected text, choose one of these, use this test. Okay, simple as this. How long is it taking? About 2 minutes per post. Okay, just make sure that it's formatted here. Just if you've got any sort of spare buttons there, we need to get rid of them. And this one became a button for some reason, so I need to get rid of that. I'm going to make this one have a button. So it's just little formatting things that's actually holding us back here. It's, you know, it's really entirely up to you what kind of formatting you want to do in here and what kind of formatting you want to do in WordPress. And this is where it's handy to have a VA, because you can knock these out, hundreds of them in a week. Okay, we'll use that text. Okay, we're done. Just bring that closer. Okay, and you just go through like that and save it and close it, and then go and post it into your WordPress site. Okay, really, really super simple stuff. And if you've got any issues with it, let us know. But I mean, it's really super simple stuff. Okay, so hopefully that answers your question, Dan, and there's nothing hard. You can go through this. You can have 5 or 6 different posts for double strollers. Then you can go into things like brands. Okay, so you could do like Greco. You could do, let's see if there's got any brand names in here. Things like infant stroller, pram stroller, buggy stroller. You've got so many opportunities here. And the deeper you go with this, the easier it's going to get. You got baby girl strollers, so there's going to be baby boy strollers as well. I mean, it's unlimited, entirely unlimited. What you can do for the other kind of keywords is you can fit them into this content, or you can create some informative blog posts as well, so that you can use those for social media to get people to come into your site. Okay, so don't overcomplicate it, don't overthink it. This is a numbers game working with tools like this. Every image that is posted into the WordPress site has got your affiliate link. Every buy button has your affiliate link. What we haven't figured out yet is how to auto change for different countries. That's something that probably has to be done from within WordPress itself, so I might have to get an extra WordPress plugin done for that. So make sure you're targeting the country that you really are targeting, and you can set that up as well within the Google Search Console, and you can request that if you request the WordPress site setup. Which I've kept right now at $37, but I'm going to bump it up to $67 over the next few days. The reason I've kept it there is because we kind of stretching the team to see how much they can cope with. And they had a wedding in between as well. I mean, two of that team got married to each other, and they had that wedding stuff coming up, and they still managed to do it, you know, pretty well. Now the wedding's over and they're back to normal, so we should be a lot faster. So I've kept it at $37 for the WordPress site setup, so you can have your Google Search Console, your webmaster tools, everything set up. Okay, and you know, you just go and start to even put a logo on there for you. They even put the playlist on there for you in the sidebar, the one you click on the video in the sidebar, and it pops up, but it doesn't actually go to YouTube. All that stuff is done for you for $37 right now, but it is going up to $67 in a few days. I just wanted to stretch the team and see what they could handle. Okay, so hopefully that answered your question.